Welcome back to my channel, The Backstory and More. If you are interested in knowing what happened before each Sunday school lesson, you are at the right place. The Sunday school lesson for July 24th, 2022 is entitled The Word Resurrects, based on John chapter 11, verses 17 through 27 and verses 38 through 44. Also, I will answer the question, which one of the 7 I am statements did Jesus validate by raising Lazarus from the dead? The agenda: I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, offer a brief summary, and offer a gentle reminder to subscribe. The backstory. Let's begin. About Lazarus. Lazarus was sick. He lived in Bethany and had 2 sisters, Mary. Now, this Mary was the same Mary who poured perfume on the Lord and wiped his feet with her hair. And his other sister was Martha. So the sisters sent word to Jesus saying, "Lord, the one you love is sick." John chapter 11, verse 3. John chapter 11, verse 4 in KJV states, when Jesus heard that, he said, "This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God may be glorified through it." Jesus' response to the news. He loved Martha, her sister, and Lazarus. He received word about Lazarus' sickness. However, he stayed where he was 2 more days. He told his disciples, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up." But his disciples thought he meant natural sleep. Jesus told his disciples plainly, "Lazarus is dead." John chapter 11, verses 5 through 6 and verse 14. The Sunday school lesson picks up from where this backstory ends. The word resurrects. Key verse: Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die." Do you believe this? John chapter 11, verses 25 through 26. Verse 17. On his arrival, Jesus found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days. Verse 18. Now Bethany was less than 2 miles from Jerusalem. Verse 19. And many Jews had come to Martha and Mary to comfort them in the loss of their brother. Verse 20. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went out to meet him, but Mary stayed at home. Verse 21. "Lord," Martha said to Jesus, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Verse 22. "But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." Verse 23. Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Verse 24. Martha answered, "I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day." Verse 25. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die." Verse 26. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? Verse 27. "Yes, Lord," she replied. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world. Verse 38. Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. Verse 39. Take away the stone, he said. But, Lord, said Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days. Verse 40. Then Jesus said, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? Verse 41. So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. Verse 42. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. Verse 43. When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. Verse 44. The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. A brief summary. Jesus would perform this sign or miracle that John included. The earlier signs demonstrated Jesus' divine power, but the resurrection of Lazarus would reveal Jesus' authority over the grave. The grave had claimed Jesus' friend. Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days when Jesus arrived. Jesus uttered a prayer that revealed the ultimate purpose of the miracle to follow. The purpose that they may believe that the Father had sent me. There could be no doubt about the source of Jesus' power. He directed all credit for what happened to the Father. Jesus designed this prayer and this miracle with the witnesses in mind. Jesus alone conquers death. Which one of the 7 I am statements did Jesus validate by raising Lazarus from the dead? Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? John chapter 11, verses 25 through 26. Here are the 7 I am statements of Jesus recorded by John according to chapters. I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the gate. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the true vine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And most of all, join me soon for the next backstory. Stay safe.